Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and this tutorial is not going to be a traditional part modeling assembly tutorials. This tutorial is going to be for a very beginner user of a FreeCAD, how to explore the basics of a FreeCAD. There are the many engineers and designers, those who have switched from Fusion 360 to the FreeCAD or SolidWorks to FreeCAD. At the time they feel lots of confusion regarding the FreeCAD, about the FreeCAD structure, how it works. So basically here I am not going to much in depth of a FreeCAD core softwares. I will go to explore the basics of a FreeCAD so that beginner users, those who have just started learning the FreeCAD, like sketching, part modeling, what is the workbenches, what is the file type of a FreeCAD, and what is the dependency graph in a FreeCAD. So let's go one by one. You can also visit my website mechnexus.com, where I write articles and tutorials on a FreeCAD. You can visit this tab for FreeCAD tutorial and this one for the FreeCAD articles. Apart from FreeCAD, I write the journal Mechanical Engineering topic, which you can read in your own language. You can also visit my 3D model library, which I have created for FreeCAD part. It is free to use. All you have to go to my home page and click on this FreeCAD 3D models. You can also visit my 2D drawing library. On my home page you will see here the tab 2D drawings. Once you click on it, you will be directed to the 2D drawings. If you like my method of teaching, you can also support me on ko-fi.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee. Your small support will help these channels to grow. So let's come back to our tutorial. So for this I have already written articles on my website, which is let's explore the basics of a FreeCAD. So here first thing I wanted to mention is that FreeCAD is not a traditional CAD tool because it has the learning curves. If you see, the most of the part modeling tools in a part design workbench is similar to the SolidWorks, like adding a material, removing the material. So basically FreeCAD have its learning curves. And one of the best part is that FreeCAD is a open source 3D parametric softwares. I will come later on the parametric modeling. And FreeCAD is open source, which saves the money of small scale industries, those who cannot afford the costly paid softwares. So let's dive into our topic. So our first one is to understand the core concept of a FreeCAD. So first core concept of a FreeCAD is the parametric modeling. So what is the parametric modeling? I will show you inside the FreeCAD. So let's open a very simple model in a FreeCAD. Let's go here and I make a base part of this assembly. So here you can see that I have created a drawing and I have created a model. So parametric modeling is that if you see this base plate, so there is a pad, there is a hole, and there is a fillet. So these all are the interlinked with each other. If I change the pad, then my whole position will be get changed, and if I have increased the length and width, then according to that I have to change the fillets. So once you change the one features, other feature will be get changed, and at the same times the dimension you have given in a drawing will also change. For example, if I if I change my part width 72 to 82 in a model, then this dimension will be get updated. So this is the basic concept of a parametric modeling, and here you can see the history view or combo view, which I have shown you. So if you go on a FreeCAD, then you will find the model tree history here, how a part is a model and how you can change it. Now let's move to the next topic. Next topic is a workbench. Workbench is a heart of the FreeCAD because it provides you lots of flexibility to create a part. For example, if we see this part design and part workbench, so this both workbenches are for to create a 3D model, but these two workbenches have the different approach. Part modeling is used to create a sketch, then make a pad, extrude or revolution. On the other hand, part workbench use the traditional constructive geometry to perform the Boolean operations. So Boolean operation is nothing but adding, subtracting the body. For example, if I wanted to make a 360 hole on my cube, then I can make a cube and I can make that round and I can subtract that round from the cube to get the profile. So this part workbench is very useful for the 3D printing, those who are making the complex shapes. So in this case, the part workbench is far ahead than part design. But at the same times, this part design workbench is very useful for the designing the mechanical components, as I have made a barrel roller support assembly, as you can see here in my assembly, belt roller support assembly. So this is basically made with a part design, and if I am going to make any complex shape, then definitely I will switch to the part workbench, and in part workbench you will find like options here, Boolean operation, where you can combine two body, you can subtract two body, and as well as you can create a intersection of a body. So workbenches are the independent tool, and you can find the many workbenches to perform the single task. For example, if you wanted to create assembly, and here I have created it with a default assembly workbench, but if I want to create this assembly with the help of assembly 4, then I can go simply to the tools, then add-on manager, and here I can search that assembly workbench. For example, I wanted to create this assembly with a assembly 4, then I can search that assembly workbench here. So it is a loading. So here I will search for the assembly 4 or assembly 3 or A2 plus. So in FreeCAD there are lots of flexibility. You are not going to stick on a single assembly, which is most probably offered by the paid software company, where you have to use the tool provided in their own softwares. Here you are free to use, either you can use the assembly 4, assembly 3 or assembly 2. You can create a same type of assembly with different workbenches, but keep to note that these workbenches like assembly 4, assembly 3 or A2 plus are developed by the independent developers. So here if I go tool and then add-on manager, and if I see this assembly A2 plus, then you will also find, let's go back here, and here I type the assembly. So here you will see that email ID, who is developing it. For example, assembly is developed by the Real Thunder, who is well known in a FreeCAD community. So choose the workbenches you are comfortable to work with. So here I have mentions the few workbenches like a sketcher, part design, part tech draw is to create a tech draw drawings, architecture and BIM is for the civil engineering related, and scam workbench, which is also known as a path workbench. You can do the CNC milling and you can generate the G code. Mesh workbench is very useful for the 3D printing. You can refine the shape, you can change the shape density, and spreadsheet is basically a very good tool, and alternative of the spreadsheet workbench is a dynamic data add-on. You can find a tutorial on my YouTube channel if you search about it. So spreadsheet is used to interlink the part dimension with a spreadsheet, and when you change the dimension inside of a spreadsheet, your model will be get update. So now let's move to the document structure. So FreeCAD standard file name is the f.fcstd file, and what it is store? It is store body, sketches, dimension, etc. Now here we will look into the FreeCAD file structure. So here you are seeing this, for example, base part, and if you go to its property, you will find that the file type. So we can clearly see that .fcstd is a file type, and at the same time you will also see here the .fc backup. So this is the backup file of this. In the case your system got shut down or anything happened, then you can find that backup file and you can recover it. The recovering process is that .fcstd remove this alphabet, and instead of .fcback type .fcstd, you will recover your file, and you can see the also the time difference here, which means that my last works save on 12:48 p.m. Okay, so you will find the time here where is your backup file, and if you find that this backup file can recover my work, then you can recover it. Now dependency graph. Dependency graph in a FreeCAD give you the clear idea how your part is modeled. So let's deep down into the dependency graph. So dependency graph is a visualizational tool, therefore it can give the clear-cut idea. For example, if you see this body structure, so here are the datum plane, then first sketch is created, and on the basis of this sketch pad is created, and after the pad fillet is created. So it is just a clear dependency graph of my base where the sketch is first created, then pad is created, and after that fillet is created. So three things important in a document structure, that you have to understand that everything is stored in a .fcstd file, and there is also a backup file if you have on the backup in your settings, and these fcstd files store all your operations like creating a sketch, pad, extrude, revolve, etc. And dependency graph you just give you the visualizational tool if there is a cyclic link between the features, so you can fix it why your model is failing. And now last one is a sketcher. Sketcher is the heart of the FreeCAD part design workbench, and here I am using the FreeCAD version 1.1. so there are the lots of features has been came into the FreeCAD version 1.1 sketcher workbench, like a smart dimensioning tool, and UI is also changed. Previously when I was using the FreeCAD version 0.2, 2.1 at that time. These tools were the independent tool, but now these are the combined under the dimensions, and shortcut is a D. So as much as you master this shortcut, you will able to create a sketch fast in a FreeCAD. So this is the basic overview about the FreeCAD, those who have just started learning the FreeCAD. So this is all about this tutorial, and you can also read this article on my website mechnexus.com. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.